Hey, Treon. I just had a couple questions I want to walk through my design with and my CAM process with to make sure everything looks right before I write up my operating sheet and everything. So with this contour of the blade, I just want to be sure. I know we modeled it as a 0.2344 diameter hole. However, and then I did the sketch to have 0.03 or 3 thou offset to make it a little bit wider here. I just want to ensure that this is okay. If not, it's going to be taking off a little bit too much material compared to my design. But I did have that contour blade right here, or that contour sketch path to follow that looks like this. So one, if you can just ensure that looks all right. Number two, at the very end, I'm going to be doing a finishing chamfer, and I just don't know if we needed a chamfer over on the edges, if the stock is going to have a chamfer or not. So maybe if you could just let me know of that. But this is what it looks like. If there's any issues with that, please let me know. Number three, for the sprue well in lab, I believe you said to change this to the 3-degree taper mill. But in the engineering drawing, it says 5-degree. I think right now I have it. Let's see, where is it? I think right now I have it modeled with the 5-degree because that's what it said in the engineering drawing, but I just want to make sure. So if you could clarify that, that would be awesome. And then lastly, I want to just talk about this, my mold cavity. So I was running into an issue where, or first of all, I actually designed up or edited at least the tools that are in the library to have the correct stick out length that you said. One other thing that would be convenient to have is the flute length. So this is what I have. So this is for the 3/16, which you said had a stick out of 0.875. So I modeled it like this to be the body length. Like I said, I didn't know the flute length, but I think it should be fine. So what I was running into was when I was passing it by, say in this direction, back and forth, all the way. Once I got to this wall, I was having shoulder collisions with my tool. So what I did was I went back and I went halfway one direction, and then the other half I came back cutting towards the middle, because once it got to the middle, or from one end of the cavity to the middle, I wouldn't have any issues based off the simulation that I ran. So I just want to make sure that that's okay, and that my tool looks like I modeled it correctly. We could talk about this again before I cut too, but I just wanted to get any input on that. But besides that, there is one little area right here that it can't reach the inside of. Sorry, I can go back. But this outside radius right here is 0.07, which is a smaller radius than the ball can hit. So it actually is just going to be leaving a little bit of material on the sides, but since it's not like a functioning feature or any sort of fitting feature, I just decide that that's going to be okay. I try to go back in the design and change it. However, I was having a lot of issues once I changed the design, getting a parting surface that would work. And it seemed that I was going to have to remake my entire mold. So I just left it and said, I'm going to be okay with a little bit of material being not, or a little bit of a smaller mold cavity rather than what the design shows. So I'm aware of that, but other than that, this seems to work. I just am seeking any input. Sweet. Thank you.